design process first, I think, or did you come to the design later?
Actually, you divided the stages according to the user hierarchy, according around the 4 years. So that's the reason.
Like in the workflow you saw, even the art direction also we check the shadows and the data level. So So yeah, the openings are facing downward so that the water won't go inside, and also the openings are spaced such way that it has a pointing thing which is coming inside.
Compared to the flat roof, I will think that.
So like if you provide basic dimensions to the panel column sort of thing, so then you can let the roof on that. So because this is a precast panel which you use.
Could you elaborate what is BR's contribution?
We actually use Revit architecture and Revit structure.
No, what parameters does it help you to verify or tweak or modify or redesign based on analysis that you have?
The parametric components actually they created families of material, the shapes and forms of the panels and the face range. So it made a lot of ease to carry out the structural drawing.
No, I'm saying don't jump out of the structural design part of it. I'm asking you how has BR helped you in arriving at this design? Fundamentally, based on the geographical data, based on the direction.
The third part actually helps us.
The structural material, the daylight study, the thermal behavior of the building, and so on and so forth. You can't see that anywhere. Have you done that and have not been seen here?
So like we haven't put that in the presentation, but like we
We have done that in the model of model.
May I call upon Aruna to do the honor to take up details and announce the next team who has to do the presentation.
This will be Team Studio 2, NID
Team Studio 2. We actually started the particular design based on a factor called environmental behavior and human psychology. Every particular design, every environmental setting actually has an effect on the human behavior. So the human actually changes its kind of response to a particular behavior. That's why we have adopted the open to nature concept. This concept we have kept the psychology of the patient or whomever comes to the wellness center as keeping in mind. We have chosen hot and dry climate, and the location is Jodhpur. Mostly it is hot during the entire part of the year and very low to no humidity. Next. Drawing. The zoning of the site we have made, since it is a hot and dry climate, we have made the yoga visual section and the place at the southwest part of the site. This entire thing acts as a buffer for the entire site and reduces the heat coming to the site. The pink color is the emergency section, which is placed at the entrance of the site for easy accessibility. The whole site is divided into quiet zone and the most traffic zone. The brown color is here is the test lab and the treatment room, and here is the conservation room. People who come here actually finish their job and they need not go to the quiet zone, don't disturbing in here. Next. The entire site contours are very well used, and the contour is actually blended into yoga center and the physical section actually acts as a buffer for the observation center. Next. Now coming to the spatial arrangement, we have two entrances, two access vehicles, one for entry and exit. It's not necessarily that they both are one way, but we have made two entrances to have easy flow of traffic. The person, actually the ambulance, comes away from here and then drops the patient who comes in the ambulance, and then the ambulance is parked here. And so in case of next emergency, the ambulance is ready for next pickup. And next is the consultation. This is the emergency zone. There is a nurse room in between both the emergency rooms, so that the nurse can go to any of the rooms and have immediate access. Next we have consultation room. It is placed at the beginning of the site, entrance of the site, so that people may not go wander anywhere, and the treatment and the staff are placed on the other side. So this particular zone is regarded as the most traffic zone. The space in front of the treatment room, in front of the consultation room, is made for seating, and the pathway is the seating is made such a way that it doesn't affect the pathway. That part is observation room. Observation room is made into such a static position so that every person has a privacy space and every person has a look of the nature. The whole design process is kept in mind that the person has an access to nature, because he or she will feel better or mentally and physically better and recover better when he is very much close to nature. This particular part is the yoga section and is little different from the actual site condition. Rest of the building. This has a separate entrance which can be accessed at any time without the need to go inside the building. And we have the physical section at the back of the observation center. It has a curved wall provided to the west southern zone, so that there is not much of sun radiation picked up by the southern wall. This particular zone will act as a buffer for the observation center. Next we have the toilet zone and the laundry spaces. That's the toilet zone, and this next part adjacent to the observation space is the laundry space. We have taken the spaces which are not accessed by the patient on top of the first floor. All those spaces are accessed by the patient are kept one to the top floor. This space is purely dining and pantry. This may not be accessed by patients, but only by persons who are supporting the structure. This particular part is office space. The better thing is that office space, if you stand in office space, you can have a look at what's happening in the emergency ward. Next, we have overhead tanks kept at G+2 level to save energy, so that the water can flow gravity. And we have the generator kept at the far southeast part of the site, so that the heat which is generated by the generator can be easily expelled out in the eastern side, because there is not much heat, ambient heat available. We have the car park on to the entrance of the site and driver and security room. We have the ambulance park at the entrance of the site for easy accessibility. Now we have circulation spaces. Emergency, the red color is for emergency and the blue is for consultation area. After the person who is getting consulted, he goes to the treatment zone, and this particular area is zoned into more traffic area, and this gets away from the quiet zone. The whole zone is diagonally divided into more traffic and the quiet zone. Next. that particular part is clubbed together. The observation zone and the vision survey zone are clubbed together because the person who is getting admitted in the hospital can use the vision survey zone without having any interference. Now the yoga section has a separate road. It also has the road from the hospital, but also has the road away from the hospital. Person can enter the yoga section without having any interference with the hospital zone. Mainly because we do not have the feeling of a hospital zone while going to the yoga meditation center. So we have to clean different thought, and that thought won't be interfered. This black portion is the suggested space for the vehicle, and this particular part is unhindered by the design. Design features. We have this particular diagram shows the separation of the yoga section. This particular shape is little different from the rest of the building, like hardly, but this one is like more organic. The purpose of this design is that we are using the contour of the particular space is provided, and the particular tree is in midst of the yoga space. The roof form actually, when it rains, will collect the water through the pit on space here in the center, and when it overflows, it will overflow to the pond in front of it. And other part, when it doesn't rain, water will be standing here and water will be standing here. We have used the term evaporative cooling in the hot and dry climate. When the wind blows, it actually catches the humidity, the evaporated water due to the sun, and catches the humidity and increases the humidity level in the air. So it creates comfort for humans. We have used the zones, we have used the contours on the side to maximum effect possible. We have used the tensile blocking. The parking is made over the car bar. We have used bamboo sets, half cut one over the other, so that the particular block section you can see the bamboo sets. When it rains, it actually collects the water and then goes and use the rainwater harvesting. We have used the green roof effect so that to reduce the cooling load, and we have not used any HVAC system. We don't have any cooling system, but we have to reduce the energy load in a particular building. We have used green roof effect essentially, and also that was on also minimizes the temperature difference between different seasons. Next. We have used burn brick, stone and wood. This stone actually has a good ground property, and most of it wood actually we have used because the cost of construction instead of steel and aluminum, the material as cost of construction actually increases the energy material. We have used paint, non-volatile organic compound, emit low-level toxic emissions. So we are using non-toxic chemicals. And bamboos. Bamboos are very cheap, available, and can be cheap reduced. So we have payment. This also used as groundwater separation storage. This is the expert view. We have used white everywhere on the roof to minimize the heat catch up in the entire site, and white tiling everywhere, because we are forcing the person who is using to keep the space hygienic, because white is dirty, so that the color also makes like that. We have bamboo partition in the yoga meditation center to have a partial and feel of space in between. We have natural lighting everywhere inside to reduce the amount of electrical load picked up inside, and we have used energy efficient LED light system. LED light system actually has a greater light than normal bulbs. We have used water conservation and water management. Water management in the sense we have used biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste as separately categorized, and water conservation is like we are using rainwater system so that it gets reused, so that the amount of fresh water, the strain on fresh water is reduced, and also the total water consumed, water waste is produced is also reduced. Skylighting, natural daylighting. We have used skylight over the activity zones which are mostly used in the daytime, like the restaurant, the other physical reflection, and the toilet also. Toilets have roof rails. This is a particular two types of things we have designed by our system. Which has the cutting, which has the cut in the roof with a glass panel over there, which allows the light pass through it. Now we have windows. Windows also have arranged in a particular fashion so that the window, the whole wall has to affect. It usually has a heat source generally, but we are designed such a way that the whole wall itself does not gain much heat. Similar for shade regulators. This is another strategy we have used, like solar water bulb. The bulb will contain fully of water and half projecting outside the roof and half inside the roof, and we transmit the solar light through the internal reflection of the water and then inside the building space. The jolly, we have imaged mostly glazing works in the entire building so that it reduces the greenhouse effect, and moreover we have used jolly for the cross ventilation for the entire. Even the jolly, the cross section of one side is greater than the cross section of the other, thus creating a pressure difference, and this will reduce the temperature because there is a difference in the oil base, so that the pressure actually coming from one side to another reduces. Here is light emitting diode, and the one particular phenomena is that we have no proof such as we have draining of the good air into the good air. We insist by operating okay. We have used Magog system for replacing toilet and flushing of the toilet. High efficiency toilets are being used so that the amount of flush per gallon is reduced, and we can save to 4,000 gallons per liter. We have solar water heater, solar panels, and for localized solar panels to have reduce cost in heating water. We have permeable payment, and we have lampshade lighting features like solar power lampshade lighting features. This elevation of the entire site. Every vendor is made in the Revit. We have used only Revit and knowledge of Revit. Waiting space. This is your waiting center. Good here. View from top. The Revit. The position of the solar water bulb over the lobby. We have standard walls everywhere. Separate emergency water. Talking over the car park. Only the north side is made have a lot of openings so that to reduce that heat emitting side. The lighting shade does not have any interest in the first walking the wire and then the water. As a stacked floor, we have every person who's seen has a clear view of the water space, and the water flows through the channel designed on the floor, then it directly will overflow and then flow into the water form. Thank you.
I think we are missing one critical aspect. I think a lot of presentations that we have seen is like maybe reading a book on sustainability or green, telling us what are things available in the market and what we should do. But the critical factor is why we do such things. Why you want to use a jolly, why you want to use it, why and where would you use it, right? That's what is missing. You have a great I would say technology is available for you to understand and make this informed decision on why you should use certain features and why that is what we are looking for. I think that is missing. You have discussed a lot of things, actually. In fact, earlier presentation also, you have a lot of things that you learn. This is like reading a book. Maybe I could take a book and read it on a slide back to Singapore, right? I think that's what it is. For me, that is.
If you see your layout, emergency room is almost farthest point from the entry point. It is not that emergency should be close to the entry point than to the exit point.
Actually, if you see the plan, due to the arrangement of the road, left end of the road is actually having the access, nearest access to the whole site. And when you enter the site, we have the emergency ward straight ahead. So the ambulance van will go straight and then spot it there. But we can as well as have it in the main entrance. But in the actual traffic of the north orbit, that's why we have placed it on the emergency zone. We also have an entrance to the site. The main entrance, the ambulance will come via the main entrance, and the other person who is coming by walk or some other means can also enter through the other entrance. As I already said, it's not two-way. It's not one way. We can enter through both entrances. Like this is actually the second area. And moreover, we have a place for users. The Jali we have like how we are using the Jali. We actually have 4 strategical points of the Jali which is placed. We have placed it here. So there are 4 points where Jali is there, and it has effective cross-relation on widespread. And moreover, this Jali is placed so that the space here is less population expansion. We can get the Jali and then we can go over there. And the planting success we have handled so that we don't need to cut the trees on the part where the expansion is likely to take place. The most of the design, almost all of the design is based on functional aspects, all of the aids. Now we didn't have a particular structure or shell.